We received a call from a homeowner in the Floral Park neighborhood of Santa Ana. She wanted a quote to replace her 1970 Gaffers Sattler furnace and also wanted to look at reducting the basement. After talking to the homeowner, she agreed she should look at replacing her 1970 air conditioner, which was costing her a lot to operate. The unit was in bad shape and was low on R22 refrigerant. R22 refrigerant is being phased out and the cost is getting prohibitive. You're going to see it go up to $150, $200 a pound in the next year or two. When I arrived, I noticed that the existing vent pipe, which is up here, was actually not to code. They had run it to a chimney, so we had to come up with an alternative way of heating our home instead of an 80% furnace. The other problem the homeowner had was the ducting in the basement had the vapor barrier falling off. There were several leaks in the ducting, and the basement area was somewhat unusable. The homeowner was worried about her children playing in the basement. You can see all the black marks on the yellow insulation. That is all signs of air loss in the duct system. This system was losing probably 25 to 30% of the air because it was poorly sealed. The vapor barrier around the ducting in certain areas had also been falling off. The line sets coming out of the home, the insulation was falling off, and this causes a loss of efficiency. So we wanted to clean that up for her also. We proposed that we relocate the furnace into the middle of the room. We installed a 92% efficient furnace. This allowed us to do a PVC vent, which then we could run up into the attic from downstairs and penetrate the roof. We could not install a vent similar to the old unit because it wouldn't have passed code requirements. A 92% efficient furnace means that for every $1 you spend heating your home, 92 cents goes into the home, 8 cents goes out the chimney. Relocating the furnace to the center of the basement gave us the opportunity to clean up the ductwork and make this area more useful. This over here is where the old furnace used to stand, and this was the return, which went all the way down into the furnace. We installed a filter base next to the furnace, so when the filter is dirty, the changing of the filter was a lot easier to do. And then we wrapped all of our metal with fiberglass insulation. The homeowner was very pleased because the space became a usable space and was perfect for her children. She was still a little concerned about the fiberglass. However, this is the standard of doing insulation, wrapping the metal with a fiberglass wrap. We put in balance dampers, these pink flags that you can see hanging. That would allow us to come in and adjust the airflow to different zones of the house if necessary. When finished, we also went outside and wrapped the refrigerant lines with new insulation and then a UV protectant tape so it wouldn't deteriorate or break down. Here we have the new unit installed. This is a Carrier 15 SEER condenser. The line sets were running in front of the two units, so we decided to sleeve them in an ABS pipe to protect them from getting damaged. Here is the ABS pipe. We did eventually secure this up. We also reworked the electrical so it was a little bit cleaner. The way it used to be, it was a mess, and she was worried about the kids tripping on it. There is the finished product with a block holding that line set up. I'm talking to the owner, trying to come up with different ways to seal the fiberglass insulation. We decided to wrap the fiberglass with a bubble wrap type insulation. That insulation itself is great. As a standalone product, it doesn't work well, but putting it over the existing fiberglass gave us a nice seal on the metal and encapsulated the fiberglass so she didn't have to worry about her children. Any of the fiberglass we had wrapped with the pink insulation, we then came in and wrapped with the bubble wrap insulation. You can see all of it was done. We still have our dampers available to us. We went through and we took some of the mylar wrap that's on our ducting and cut it off and put it on the boots. And anywhere there was fiberglass, we encapsulated it for the homeowner. This job took 3 days. The airflow was double than what she had, and after the HERS testing with the new ducting and all the sealing, our air loss was at 4.75% according to the HERS rater. The homeowner was ecstatic. The space is very usable now, and the house is very comfortable.